Hi, you guys. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I have here a pick a card reading for you guys. This is going to be messages from Spirit. Okay, so I've already pre-laid the cards, they're already here. So, you can go ahead and choose whichever one that you feel drawn to. This is just going to be, what does Spirit want you to know? What about your path right now? What about your journey? Just what do you need to hear right now from Spirit? Okay. So this is going to be group one, group two, and group three. So I'll show you the crystals up close if that helps some of you to decide. This is going to be for group one. This is going to be for group two. And this is going to be for group three. So really choose with your intuition. Take some time to maybe set the intention here, and whichever one calls to you, that is the message for you. So if you need more time, you can go ahead and pause the video. You can take your time, you can meditate. And if not, the timestamps are down below if you're ready. And we'll jump into group number one. All right. All right, so if you chose pile number one, these are going to be your messages from Spirit. So hopefully you can see the cards okay here. So the first card that came through, we have the Goddess. I'm not sure if I'm going to say it right. Metatrina. We have Amazonite, Crystal. We have When I Lean on Certainty and Faith, I Change My Mind About the World I See. We have the Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. It says divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. And here we have 222, partnerships and balance. Pay attention to the new people entering your life. Take time to balance your time and energy in existing ones. So the first thing that came through really strongly here, I do feel like a lot of you, there's a lot of intervention happening here with the divine intervention card. And the reason I'm saying that too is because with the Amazonite crystal here, this is really about truths being revealed. This is about letting things flow naturally for you here. So there's something coming through about you not trying to control outcomes right now. I do feel like for some, there could be some divine intervention in your love life right now. And I feel like that's why the 222 card came through here, partnerships and balance. There's a lot of lessons that you're learning from past relationships. There's a lot of lessons that you're learning from where you've been in love. And so I feel like there's going to be a turn here in your love life. And I feel like it could be in terms of whatever is happening for you at the moment, there's divine intervention attached to this. So things are really about having faith right now with this here. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So I feel like whatever you're going through right now, there's a need to trust the universe. There's a need to trust that things are really lining up exactly how they should. And I feel like the highlight for you is definitely around relationships though. And we also have the number two here with Amazonite crystal. So I do think too, this is really about, there could be a revelation coming in for you. And I feel like if there is going to be a revelation, this is divine intervention for you. This is what's needed for you at this time. So just kind of let things flow right now. Have faith in the universe at the moment, because I feel like there is going to be a new route for you. There's going to be a new path for you. And there's a lot of need to pay attention to the lessons that you've learned. So this could be, maybe going back on where you've been in relationships, going back on what types of lessons that you have been navigating with relationships and what truths are coming through with that. Because some of you are going to be receiving truths. I feel like mostly it's through your intuition, but it actually could be in the, in 3D as well, which is going to lead you to um, some form of balance in a partnership here, which could be a new person. It could be a current relationship. So just take that how that resonates with you. But I do feel like there's something about the new here too, though. There's something about walking a new path, expanding, experiencing truth, something better coming in maybe for some of you. If you are single, I feel like this is saying that you're learning a lot from your past relationships right now. And if you haven't been paying attention to that, really try to figure out where those lessons have been for you, because it's going to be the key to you moving forward. It's going to be the key to you ascending forward. If you're currently in a relationship and it's not going well, this is divine intervention for you, because this is what's needed for you to learn. There's a lot of maybe perhaps difficult lessons here, but very essential lessons as well. And for those of you who are maybe in a spiritual partnership here and you're waiting for, let's say, like a twin flame or soulmate to come through, I do feel like this is also a lot of divine intervention. You're having to surrender to the flow right now. Don't try to control the outcomes. Don't try to control things, but let things kind of flow naturally. So if you're into crystals, the Amazonite crystal could be really helpful for you right now. This could help you to just sort of have those revelations and have that new experience and flow come through for you. Okay, and then with this goddess that came through, Mediterranean, she's actually the goddess of health, longevity, and healing, and also wine too. So if you like wine, but this is also just about your health. It's about your, it could be connecting with the greens too, like connecting with the earth, connecting with herbalism, because traditionally she does focus on that as well. So this could be if you're feeling ill or if you're just not feeling well physically, there's a calling for you to maybe work with herbs, to work with the natural world, and essentially just put a focus on your health here. This is about healing too. So this is healing through typically herbs though, or herbalism. So that could be especially important for you right now, or maybe you have a life, life purpose involving that, something to do with that area. So overall, just a feeling of healing, especially around partnerships, divine intervention happening for you. Trust your faith right now. Trust what trust your faith, trust your intuition here, and just know that you are being guided to the right direction. And things will happen how they should happen, is what I'm getting for you. So I hope that that could help some of you, for you group number one. If it didn't, no big deal. Maybe another one could resonate, and if not, maybe next time. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, so if you chose group number two, these are going to be the messages from Spirit. So we have the Snake Charmer, we have Moldavite Crystal, we have I Choose to Learn Through Love, Lady Portia, Divine Order. It says, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And then we have the Ladybug Luck. So a lot of you are going through a really, really intense rebirth right now. So you're going through a big shift, a big change, or you will be very shortly, because there's a couple things. Because first of all, the Moldavite crystal is a very powerful crystal of rebirth. It's a very powerful crystal of shift and changes within you that bring a lot of change. It brings a lot of new paths of truth and authenticity here. So this could be new relationships, new people, new experiences, but it's more than that here, because I feel like with the Snake Charmer, some of you I'm hearing, there's a couple different situations, but some of you have been going through maybe a very deceitful situation in your life, or you could have been going through a lot of deception, because I do feel like there's a huge lesson here for you around approaching things with love, because we do have here, I choose to learn through love. And then we also have this here, divine order, which is about justice. It's about cause and effect. It's about being in truth and rising above any conflict. And so I do feel like for some, there's a feeling of you having a huge rebirth after deception, or after things in your life that have maybe been, maybe dangerous even, or there has been situations in which you have been either the victim of something. For some, it could be you. I mean, if you feel like you did something that was unjust, and then just take that, how that resonates with you. But either way, I feel like there's going to be a lot of lessons of you really not backing down in your truth here. And I feel like this is going to be a huge shift in your spirituality, a huge shift in learning through love. So if you feel like you're going through maybe something that feels difficult, or tension, or again, deceit or struggle right now, you're definitely, with the Moldavite crystal coming through, that's definitely no questions about moving forward. So if you don't feel that way right now, there's going to be an opportunity for you to really say goodbye to all of these either deceitful energies or deceptive energies, or maybe just things that have not been very clear to you, or you have been living this type of lifestyle. But I do think that there's again, a lesson of spirituality, of learning through love. So accepting everything as equal. And it could be difficult if you have been deceived or if you have been going through that. But this is exactly the message that Spirit wants you to know, is that whatever this is that you have been going through, the minute that you approach it with love, and the minute that you approach it with at least forgiveness and understanding from your heart center, things are going to shift for you with the luck card here, Ladybug. So there's a lot of positive changes that are happening for you. It's just that it might feel difficult at first. It might feel like you're really going through the mud right now because um, this, with the Moldavite green too, I feel like this is connected to our heart chakra. So there's a whole lot of stuff around the heart center. There's a whole lot of stuff around love, I feel, or you feeling like you're learning a lot of lessons in love. And so this Lady Portia is really bringing this justice to the table, because this is cause and effect. There's no loss when you're standing in truth. There's no loss when you are rising above and cutting through anything. So yeah. And there's also protection here too. I feel like for the most part though, the biggest message I'm getting for you is that you are learning through a tough, you're learning through a tough way, and I think that there's something about justice here involved. There's something about, like it says, do what you feel is right with the Moldavite here. So it's like you're choosing to approach difficulties or challenges in a very transformative way. This could be Scorpio energy involved here too. Um, for some of you, if you are, say you are really involved with the events happening in the world, and you don't, you're really passionate about justice and things like that, then that could also be it here too. You could really have a purpose in speaking your truth and being authentic, and really your path to authenticity essentially. And so you're spreading the word of love, or you're spreading the energy of love through cutting through any deceit or any struggles here. Okay, so yeah, essentially there's a brand new beginning for you, brand new experience. You're definitely going to be transforming on a very deep level. A huge rebirth here, death and rebirth. So the snake also represents that too, which is why I said Scorpio as well. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, this could even be more significant to you. But the whole lesson is to really kind of turn it around and um, kill them with kindness, is what I'm getting as well. So that's what I have for you, group number 2. I hope it could help you. I hope it resonated. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Okay, so if you chose group number 3, these are going to be your messages from Spirit. We have mania, we have lapis lazuli, we have through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. We have Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe, angels stand close, surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And then we have bones, indestructible. So the first thing that I actually had felt with this may not resonate with all of you, but I'll say it anyway. Some of you might be opening up to the abilities of mediumship. You might be opening up to just a very, very spiritual, I mean, regardless of if this part resonates with you, the rest might, but you're really going through a lot of spiritual growth. The whole theme of pile number 3 is spirituality. You're really connected to spirit. You're really going to be connecting deeper to spirit here. And the reason I say mediumship is because we have the mania card, which is typically associated with the dead. It's the goddess of the underworld too. And this is also the host of spirits. So she leads spirits. And since we also have this bones here, I just kind of felt like, and the lapis lazuli is a very spiritual crystal as well. So a lot of you, I feel, regardless if you are a medium or not, there's a very divine energy flowing through you. But I do feel like there's a lot of fear here. And so there's a couple of different things here, but maybe some of you feel like you are afraid to open up to spirit. Some of you are afraid to um, dive deeper into your spirituality if that part resonates with you. But there's a really a need here for you to connect with spirit, with your crown chakra, with your third eye. A lot of you are really going to be going through a huge spiritual shift and spiritual truth here. But you may be, again, there's something about maybe being afraid, or maybe you are being resisting it somehow here, or there's just something about being overwhelmed or overly sensitive. I do feel like some of you are definitely strong empaths as well. And there could be you could be very susceptible right now to the events happening in the world. You could be very vulnerable to what has, just I feel like there's a bit of instability here, but this is just because you're very in tune, because you're very much influenced by the energies here. Some of you could also be Cancerian energy too, because there's a bit of a lunar energy or moon here. But either way, there's a need to really meditate here. Spirit wants you to meditate. Spirit wants you to ground yourself, but also connect and open up to spirit, because they really want you to open up. And what's interesting is that I was reading this card, Archangel Michael, and it said in there, through prayer and meditation or something like that. And then the sentence said, and then this one here says through prayer and meditation. So prayer and meditation is really, really the key for you right now, because most of what spirit wants to talk about is purely about your spiritual growth. So it's you're very protected, so you don't have to be afraid to connect. And for those of you who do um, identify with maybe being a medium, or you don't have to be a medium, you could be a psychic, you could be somebody who is into witchcraft or anything like that, and there's a need for you to just trust right now in the process of connection to spirit, to source, to your angels, especially guardian angels as well with Archangel Michael. So um, yeah, and this is also too with the Mania card. This could be that you're very, perhaps there's a feeling of being a little bit, again, unstable or moody, or fluctuating with the lunar cycles, or even just being a little bit inconsistent with your energy. And this is again because you are going through a lot of rebalancing and recollaborating of your spiritual gifts. And I do feel like some of you too have been through a lot. I don't know why, I got that message too with the bones here, indestructible. It's like I feel like there's been a lot of maybe hardships in your life, or there's been a lot of things that you've had to learn. And you're a very old and wise soul, is what I'm getting here as well. So most of you, I feel like you're very aware that you're spiritual, you're very aware of your gifts. And it's just about trusting and surrendering to that. Okay, so if you do feel like you're really, because look at all this purple too. We have almost purple in all of these. So there's just a whole lot of that connection. And I feel like with this bones indestructible, that's why I got a dual message of the goddess of the underworld, or the goddess of the dead, is actually what she is with the bones there. So it's nothing to be afraid of though. If that does resonate with you, there's nothing to be afraid of, because you're very, with Archangel Michael here, there's so much protection around you, and this could actually be part of your purpose. It could be part of your mission to be a medium, or to do something involving spirits. But and again, if not, this is just about ascending to the next level spiritually for you. Maybe some of you feel like you're not enough for something, or you don't have the capabilities to do something. And that's why there's a need also for trust and meditation and prayer right now. So that's going to be the most, strongest message for you is prayer and meditation, and connecting to your crown, your third eye, and also making sure that you ground yourself before you do that, because if you don't, then it's difficult to kind of, get back down to being grounded. So, and then if you connect with Archangel Michael, that could be specific for you as well. So I really hope that this could help some of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Much love.